So it takes a lot of trust for a man to be vulnerable with a woman.
Okay.
It's kind of like, as a woman, before you can be physical with a guy, you have to have a level of trust that he's going to provide a space where you feel safe to do that, right? Because that's a very vulnerable thing as a woman, being, sleeping with a guy. For a guy, it's the same thing. You may be able to open up because, maybe you're used to doing that. People provide the space for you. But for guys, just societally, there isn't a lot of spaces where they can open up and feel not be judged by it. Also, not all men, but a lot of men have experienced where they opened up with the wrong girl and whatever he shared, it was used against him.
Right.
Later down the line. So how you can do that as a woman is whenever I'd say two things. One, whenever he's like sharing something that, when I say negative, that, he's had a hard day or something isn't going right, etc. That's really him testing the waters to see how do you handle when he's showing a little bit of vulnerability? How do you handle it when he's sharing something with you? Because guys have this they want to have this projection, right? So when they date you, they want to go, I want to show her that, I have it all together, that I'm confident, that I'm strong. But obviously everyone's human.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
he might have those qualities in certain areas, but there are going to be times where he doesn't have that, or areas of his life where he doesn't have that.
Yeah.
So whenever he's sharing something with you that can seem that it's not him being that top confident guy who has it all together, that is really the opportunity for you to provide that emotional space where he can share with you, right? And guys, dare I say, it's probably one of the only ways that guys are actually subtle about it, because they're just testing waters. Like, how does she handle when I'm showing I'm not 100%? Now, he may not share everything on the first time, second time, or even the fifth time. But if you continue to just provide that space when he's sharing something with you and you go, he's like, oh yeah, I've had such a terrible week of work. My boss is really on my case. And then you just go, oh babe, how did that make you feel? And then just let him speak. Like, don't even say anything for the next 5-10 minutes. Because if you give him the space to, he will open up to you.
Okay.
And especially the moment he starts opening up to you, and like I said, it may not happen within the first few weeks. It may happen a few months down the line. But that's when he really starts to connect with you emotionally.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Because I think it can be difficult to recognize as women because guys are really not subtle in anything else.
No, that's so true.
They're really not subtle in anything else. But if you can be that woman that he can come to with emotional safety, you just become irreplaceable to him.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Have you found
Sure.
like guys don't really open up that much?
I find that they find it difficult. But maybe that's something I'm doing. Maybe maybe it's me. But
No, I mean,
you never know.
I think it just takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time, like a lot more time than what you're ready for.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if we talk about sex, right? Guys will sleep with a girl the moment he sees you.
Yeah.
He's already gone, yeah, cool. If she was up for it now, I'm game.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm assuming that you'd want to get to know him a bit more first, spend some time, see if he's a decent guy.
Definitely.
So he has to be patient and just provide the space. And when you're ready, you'll enter that space with him.
For sure.
It's exactly the same.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Good to know.
Let me ask you something. Is it more important for a man to tell his woman the harsh truth or to make her happy? Because sometimes you can't do both.
Harsh truth.
Every
all
time?
The way. I'm not harsh truth. I'm like, make it a little bit soft for me sometimes. Just bring it down a notch.
Yeah,
I love it. I love directness. I love, just tell me how it is. No airs and graces. If you don't like something, I want to know about it. Because then I can do my part within the relationship to bring something to the table to resolve it. I can't resolve if I don't know.
True. Is there any times where you've thought that he said something that wasn't true, but he said to save your feelings and you're like, I'd rather you just told me the truth?
Yes, that's happened in many. I won't say many because that makes me sound like I've been with loads of people, which I haven't. But I've been in relationships previously, and in each relationship that has happened, they've hid things from me.
To save your feelings?
To save my feelings.
Can you give me an example?
Oh, gosh. like going out and staying out for the night.
Yeah.
And maybe they didn't do anything wrong, but to make it makes it look worse if they then don't tell you the truth.
And you find out.
And you find, yeah, exactly. And somebody drops them in it, and then you go, "Excuse me, what was this?"
Okay. So what happened in that example?
So this was a couple of years ago, but I obviously wasn't best pleased, and it definitely instilled distrust in me.
Yeah.
And once I have that, I struggle to move past it.
Right.
So it just had a crack, and when the crack's there.
So was it like he was out, he said he was somewhere and he wasn't, or what happened?
He was out and he said he was going to be going home.
Yeah.
And then I found out a while after that he didn't actually go home. He was out until 6 a.m. and there was girls there and all of this other kind of stuff.
So what would you have rather he did say to you?
I'm staying out.
Right.
And I'm with this person or this person, and we're just going to stay out and we'll see, where the night leads us.
So how did you find out that he wasn't?
Just through conversation. Do you know when somebody drops themselves in it?
Right.
And it's like, oh, yeah. And then it was like, hang on a minute. I didn't know this.
So that red flag went, hold up. Something.
Like, rewind.
You said you were at Dave's house. But now you're telling me you saw Sam at this party at 5 a.m. What?
And us women were detectives. So that was it. That's all we needed.
You know what? Yeah. Women really are detectives, more so than guys realize. Like more so than, and I've only really learned in the past few years, the extensive background work women will go to find out stuff about a guy. Honestly, I think some of y'all are crazy. Like, I'm going to be honest. Some of y'all got some issues. Like, we only met last week. You already know where my mum lives. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit much. Why are women such detective works with that? Do they not trust their man?
I can't speak for everybody, but for me personally, maybe that is an element of I just like to know if I sense.
Just like to know.
Like to know if there's a sense, just a little inkling that something's not adding up. And as soon as I get that inkling, it's like, let's go.
The alter ego comes out.
Yeah, I'm like, get my MI5 hat on. I'm like, let's go.
I'm really curious because I've heard this a lot. And I've heard these girls do this with guys who they just didn't trust that much. Fairs. But then I'd be like, why are you with him? But then I've heard them do that with guys that they really trust, but they're just checking. They're just checking. Like, I trust him, but I'm just going to check.
Yeah, for sure.
Why? Why? Because guys, I don't think we're like that.
Curiosity, maybe. I don't know, maybe we're just curious.
Can I be honest?
Go on.
Hate me for this, right? It's like, for example, if a girl's like single, she's such a girl's girl, right? She's like, like if a girl's single and, a guy goes out and she hears about maybe, he was talking to some girls, he'd be like, he's the one in the wrong. Why is he talking to those women? Right? Because those women would only talk to him if he came across like he was available and flirty. Then they get into a relationship. And then suddenly it's like, he can't go out because I know what women are like.
Yeah. Sorry.
I know what other women are like. Yeah. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think because women know women. I think because because 9 times out of 10, most guys, and tell me if it's wrong for you, but most guys who maybe would message you, take an interest in you, you probably wouldn't see long-term relationship. You probably don't see that potential, right? So as a woman, if it's like 1 in 50 guys that you come across, they're like, actually, this is the kind of man I could see myself with. And it is true that naturally, the kind of, guys that maybe one woman would like is the same for the next girl, for the next girl, for the next girl, right? Like, it's usually a very small percentage of guys who get the majority of female attention. So if you're with that guy and other women will see how attractive or valuable he is as well, and you know what other women are like, because there's a scarcity of these kind of guys, it's like, well, if she's going to take a chance, if there's a chance to try and take him, she might take it. So I need to make sure that I keep him on a leash.
Right. Okay.
Is there any element of that, or have I just made all of that up?
I haven't personally witnessed that. I think I haven't personally witnessed any women that have overstepped the mark on my relationships.
Okay.
Which is great. I can't say that that's the same for every woman in the world.
Of course.
There's probably some women that have had that experience maybe. But for me, it's more about knowing yourself and knowing that if that was to happen, that you have enough confidence in yourself within a relationship.
I agree.
To say, that's okay. They can try their luck if they want.
Yeah.
But he's with me for this reason.
Completely agree.
So
I completely agree. Would you say that a lot of it is just then, is it insecurity?
potentially.
Is it insecurity? In what ways do you feel guys are very insecure with girls that they're with or that they date?
Image. If you are going out there, you're ambitious, you're successful, you won't do things that maybe they like as traditional type of things in whatever culture they have, then that means that I feel like they may feel threatened. Could be wrong. But that's just my perspective, that there's a sense of feeling threatened because they're not used to that type of person. So maybe they would like that type of person, but they wouldn't necessarily be able to deal with having somebody like that.
Sure.
So then the insecurity breeds insecurity, and the little things that probably aren't massive to the female, or they become massive to the male.
Okay, can you give me an example?
Oh gosh, for vulnerability in the sense of,
well, yeah, something that, isn't a big deal to her, but maybe it's a big deal to him because he has these traditional values.
Like staying in and doing the dishes, making sure the dinner's on the table, those kind of traditional values in my perspective, that maybe because I've wanted to go out and I've wanted to go to an event, and that event may have other influences, and the event may finish late, and this isn't something that they would probably be used to if they're used to somebody that is very much a homebody, and that's absolutely fine as well. Everybody's different. Some women love being homebodies, and some women love just going out and being, outgoing in the sense of events and things like that. And yeah, that's when I think that the lines can get blurred in a man's perspective, in my personal opinion.
I get that. I think that's fair.
Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.